Welcome back to Top 10 Everything, your go-to channel for the most fascinating lists on the planet. Today, we're plunging into the deep blue to uncover its biggest secrets. The ocean covers over 70% of our world, and it's filled with mysteries and wonders that can feel like they're from another planet. From water that glows in the dark to colossal walls of water that appear from thin air, the sea is always ready to surprise us. So, grab your gear, because we're about to dive deep into the top 10 ocean phenomena. Let's kick things off at number 10, with the red tide. Imagine looking out at the ocean and seeing the water has turned a deep, rusty red or brown. It's not a scene from a horror movie. It's a natural phenomenon caused by a massive explosion in the population of tiny algae. These algae blooms can become so dense that they change the color of the water. While it can look spectacular, some red tides release toxins that are harmful to fish, birds, and even humans who eat contaminated shellfish. But here's a cool twist. Some of these same algae are bioluminescent, which means at night, the red tide can transform into a glowing blue spectacle. Sailing into our number 9 spot are rogue waves. For centuries, sailors told tales of monster waves appearing out of nowhere in otherwise calm seas. These weren't just tall tales. Rogue waves are real, and they are terrifyingly huge, sometimes reaching heights of over 80 feet that's as tall as an 8-story building. For a long time, scientists were skeptical. But now, thanks to satellite data and ocean monitoring, we know they exist. The craziest part? They can form suddenly, a single massive wave that rises up from the ocean and then disappears just as quickly as it came, leaving no trace behind. At number 8, we have something straight out of a fantasy movie, bioluminescent bays. Picture yourself in a kayak at night, and with every paddle stroke, the water around you erupts in a brilliant, glowing blue light. This isn't magic. It's nature's own light show. In special places like Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico, the water is filled with millions of tiny organisms called dinoflagellates. When they're disturbed, they produce a flash of light. The concentration in Mosquito Bay is so high that it's officially recognized as the brightest bioluminescent bay in the world. It's like swimming in a galaxy of stars. Now hold on tight for number 7, maelstroms. These are not your average bathtub whirlpools. Maelstroms are incredibly powerful, spinning vortexes of water created by the clash of strong tidal currents. One of the most famous and powerful is the Saltstrom in Norway. The currents there can reach speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, creating massive whirlpools that can be over 30 feet wide. It's no wonder that ancient sailors, with their wooden ships, told terrifying stories about these powerful forces of nature, believing they were gateways to the underworld that could swallow ships whole. Diving deeper for number 6, we find internal waves. We're all familiar with the waves we see crashing on the shore, but the ocean has another kind of wave that's completely hidden from view. Internal waves occur deep beneath the surface, at the boundary between layers of water with different densities, like where cold, dense water meets warmer, lighter water. These underwater waves can be colossal, reaching hundreds of feet in height, far taller than any surface wave. Even though we can't see them, they play a crucial role in the ocean's ecosystem by mixing up nutrients and heat. Coming in at number 5 is a phenomenon with a chilling name, brinicles. You might have heard them called the ice fingers of death, and for good reason. These incredible formations occur in the frigid waters of the Arctic and Antarctic. When sea ice forms, it leaves behind super salty, super cold brine. This brine is denser than the seawater below, so it sinks in a long, descending plume. As it sinks, it freezes the fresher water it comes into contact with, creating a hollow tube of ice that grows downwards. If this icy finger reaches the seabed, it continues to spread, freezing everything in its path, including slow-moving creatures like starfish and sea urchins. At number 4, we have the green flash. This is a truly fleeting and rare sight that has captivated sailors and skygazers for centuries. It's an optical phenomenon that can sometimes be seen just as the sun is setting or rising over a clear, unobstructed horizon, like the ocean. For just a second or two, a brilliant green spot or ray of light appears right above the sun. It happens because the Earth's atmosphere acts like a prism, bending the sunlight and separating it into different colors. For ancient mariners, catching a glimpse of the green flash was considered a sign of good fortune for their voyage. Surging into the number 3 spot is one of the most powerful and destructive forces on Earth, tsunamis. Unlike regular waves created by wind, tsunamis are a series of massive waves triggered by large-scale disturbances of the ocean floor, most commonly underwater earthquakes, but also volcanic eruptions or landslides. In the open ocean, a tsunami might be just a few feet high and pass by unnoticed. But as it approaches shallow coastal waters, its speed slows and its height grows dramatically, turning into a towering wall of water that can cause unimaginable devastation. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was so powerful that its waves traveled across the entire ocean basin, affecting countries thousands of miles away. At number 2, we have one of the most incredible optical illusions in the natural world, the underwater waterfall. If you look at satellite images of the coast of Mauritius, an island nation in the Indian Ocean, you'll see what looks like a gigantic waterfall pouring into the depths of the sea. It's a breathtaking, mind-bending sight, but it's not actually water falling. This stunning illusion is created by sand and silt from the island's shores being pulled by powerful underwater ocean currents off a high coastal shelf and down into the darker, deeper parts of the ocean. It's a trick of the eye, but one of the most beautiful you'll ever see. And now, for the number one most amazing ocean phenomenon on our list, the bioluminescent wave shows. We touched on bioluminescence earlier, but this takes it to a whole new level. In certain coastal areas, like parts of California and the Maldives, conditions can become perfect for a massive bloom of those light-producing plankton. When this happens, every single wave that rolls onto the shore glows with an intense, ethereal blue light. The entire beaches are illuminated by these natural light shows, with each crash of the waves creating a brilliant flash. These events are unpredictable, but when they happen, they attract thousands of people who come to witness the ocean literally light up the night. And that's our countdown of the top 10 ocean phenomena. From glowing tides to phantom waterfalls, the ocean is full of jaw-dropping wonders. Which one blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that